Yesterday we hit 10,000 subscribers. I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning, and my goal is to do that for the rest of the week too. It's been a long time since I've been under the habit of working out in the morning regularly, like probably at least over a year since I've been regularly in that routine. So I'm gonna try it out again. I feel like, I don't know, something about me felt like this week was a new beginning, ready to go. Let's see. Today is Monday, July 29th, 6:04 a.m. I'm gonna shower and get ready for work, have a full work week this week, which I'm feeling like a little anxious for. I didn't get the Sunday scaries because I kept myself busy all weekend, but now I have like the Monday morning scaries for the full work week ahead. There's nothing I know of that's like planned in this week, and more so it's just the apprehension of what could come that is plaguing me this morning. And I don't know, a big focus of this week too, I'm planning on just like getting a good routine back under me. I think this upcoming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm gonna film like a mid-year full reset, even though it'll be a bit past the mid-year at that point, because we have had so many fun things this summer and they're not over yet. We still have a lot of fun things coming, but it's been like every weekend for a while has been something, whether it's been, I mean, I took my trip at the end of June. We came back, we moved right away. Zach's taking a trip this upcoming weekend, so like I get a chill weekend, but he's gone. Even before that, like Zach was on his cruise. We had like my car selling every weekend. We went to Ohio in May. Like there's various things lined up that we've been doing and up to. Lots of wedding planning that's gone on. Did a whole wedding planning weekend vlog the other day. So with all of that, it's been so fun, but I really want to have like some normal weeks to the best that I can, and I feel like my normal weeks are always the most like rewarding to me whenever I can look back on them and be like, oh, like I had my habits going, I had my routine going. So that's kind of the goal. Like I said, my plan right now, shower, make something to eat, make some coffee. I feel like really sticky and gross. It's very swampy out, so hopefully fix that a little bit, and it should be a great week. That's what I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping for. I feel like things were looking better in the bathroom mirror whenever I was just looking at myself than whenever I switched to this mirror. But today I'm just wearing my, what color is this? Burgundy fig scrubs. They're like the Zamora joggers, and they're the same type of pant that I have for all of the scrubs I have. And then we get to wear t-shirts, and so I'm just wearing this Brett Boyer Foundation t-shirt. They are a foundation that gives like funding and help to families who have kids with cardiac diagnoses. So they do a lot. I actually got this t-shirt from a coworker though. I'll end up tucking it in at some point during the day. I feel like that usually makes me look a little bit more put together. My hair is so frizzy because, like I said, it is just swampy out. We are breaking a record right now of the most consecutive days in a row with rain, like breaking an Atlanta record with that, and today will be no different. It will be raining again, but we're going on at least, like, I would say even at least 20 days that at some point in the day it has rained. Even if the whole day has not been raining, at some point in the day it has rained. So, swampy, but really hoping for a great work week. We'll speak it into existence.
Jumping rain and blue skies.
Truly.
Look up.
And that's where that's coming from. Today ended up being an okay day at work. I was steady but not busy, and honestly a really good part of today, I had my perinatal social work support group that we have. It's about once a month for social workers who work prenatally and then perinatally. Natally, postnatally, but I was the only one who came today, so really it was just individual supervision for my LCSW. So that was nice because I love the supervisor who it's with, and I mean getting like individual support on cases is always so good, so fun, and it was a good moment to like sit and debrief and get guidance and get supervision and reflect and everything, and it just honestly it was a really good, really great hour. I haven't talked about it in a little bit, but being a social worker in Georgia, right now I'm the associate level license, so like I got my master's master's, and I have the license that you get when you get your master's. For social workers, there's also the clinical level license, which is when you can like work independently. It's the highest level of license you can get. Each state, it varies what you have to do before getting that license, but for the most part, you have a certain time frame that you have to work after your master's. You have like a certain number of hours of work that you have to put in after your master's, and then you have a certain number of supervision hours that you have to accrue, and sometimes they require continuing education units too. Mine, to get my next license up, doesn't require continuing education units, but it requires them to renew my license, and so I just recently had my first renewal period. Our licenses in Georgia expire at the end of December on even numbered years, so since it's 2024, mine would have expired at the end of September, but I've renewed it, and so I'm good until the end of 2026 now, end of September in 2026 now, which the exciting part of that is that hopefully I will have my clinical license before that time. So I reach 3 years post-grad, which is what Georgia requires, next May 2026, and I should be good. I think I'll have enough supervision hours by that point, so I'll have to have 120 hours of supervision, up to half of which can be group, the other half have to be individual, and then I have to sit and take the test. So it's like several components going in, but that's like a big professional milestone that I am making progress towards, but at this point the main thing I'm working towards is like reaching the 3 years post-grad, which obviously can't speed up at all, so it'll be at least May 2026, but my like goal I'm kind of giving myself is to give myself 6 months after that, just like in case I fail the test and have to take it again, or in case my paperwork takes a little second to get together, or if I still have a couple supervision hours I need. My kind of goal was like, yeah, November, December 2026 is when I want to have it by. It's been a while since I've talked about that, given that little update. But other than the supervision group that was really individual today, I also did a couple like specific resources things like SSI disability and FMLA paperwork, and just like sat and like provided support slash hung out with some of my parents, just because that can be really meaningful for parents, and also can be like the light counseling that we do. Like I do not do like individual therapy counseling type of things, but like we do talk about coping skills and like work on processing through news received and like that kind of thing. So it's still similar skills that are used, even though it's like used in a different way. So I gotta do some of that today, which was fun as well. And then I'm like working in the reverse order of my day. The very first thing I did whenever I came in was I spent an hour and a half writing notes and documenting. On Friday before I left work, I'd had 2 long meetings between families and doctors just to like plan for discharge or like answer questions, talk about long-term trajectory, that kind of thing. And since they went up till the end of the day on Friday, I didn't get the chance to write the note on Friday. So I kind of knew heading into today that I would be spending the beginning part of the day writing the note. But honestly, I like writing long notes like that. Like it's just kind of fun for me. So I began the day with lots of hours doing that. But I really didn't have too much turnover in kids over the weekend, so I didn't have to do too much chart reviewing because there wasn't like necessarily new people to get to know. That's kind of a summary of my day. Got home and made dinner, just took a shower. I was doing the weird like sun rain thing on the way home, which was wild. I think I'm gonna spend tonight doing some YouTube work, which also means like watching a little show while doing YouTube work. Like I can definitely multitask doing that, which makes it very fun. Day 2 of the week, and I did not wake up at 5. I did set my alarm for 5, but whenever I actually woke up at 5, in my head, I fully convinced myself that I had no reason to work out this morning because I have all this time at night, and why would I wake up so early right now whenever I'm tired when I could just go later? And that was my entire thought process, which honestly I don't really fault myself for because like true and valid. But now it's 6, so I'm just gonna get ready for work. And truly, like, what I was going to do today was like arms and then some cardio, which I definitely can do tonight. So I don't hate it, but I also just wish I wasn't like as good at convincing myself away from like little goals that I set. Zach was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm sure. Like, I'll just go tonight. I'm going back to sleep. Goodbye." The last hour of sleep was pretty good though. Like, I don't hate it. I got this like travel sample size of an Olaplex number 3 bonding serum, I think it is, probably like a year ago at this point, whenever I bought something from Ulta and they like sent it as just like a fun little sample, and I never used it. So I used it today, and I don't know if it's the kind of thing where you're supposed to notice like right instantly after using it any difference, but you put it in before washing your hair. So I like wetted my hair, put it in, and then whenever I went to actually go shampoo and condition, my hair felt really great. Like it felt, I don't know how to describe it, but it was like so much easier to work with, and it 100% could have been a placebo. But I mean, I'm gonna look into it a little bit because you know I'm in my like upgrade my life era a little bit. Some good habits that I did today: I went and worked out right after work. I came back and I ate, and then I went and worked out. I did like a little bit of cardio while I was there. I'm planning on taking my vitamins today. I might do like a face mask today. Like I said, I just really am trying to take these moments of not having a lot going on and just like really prioritize myself and my habits and the routines that I'm wanting to do. That's the goal. And then also something that I really need to talk about. Yesterday, I can't believe I like didn't mention it yesterday, but I feel like I was just really processing. Yesterday we hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel. There are 10,000 of you guys that have made the decision to click the little subscribe button after watching a video of mine, and that is like such a huge milestone. That's such a crazy milestone. I feel like I was in shock when I saw it. Number one, because whenever I like refreshed it and saw that it was 10,000, I was literally just like sitting at my desk at work, and so I feel like I wasn't like in the place to really have a good reflection and like a good feeling of the emotions. But I feel like 10,000 is a number that just feels so validating. Like I have always said, and it's always been the same line anytime that I've talked about subscribers ever, but like I felt so thrilled whenever I reached 100 subscribers, because it was just, I could not wrap my mind around the fact that there was 100 people out there in this world that like saw the little videos that I was just like spending my free time doing during COVID quarantine and putting out into this world. They like watched those videos and were like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around for more. Like 100 people is like a big full room of people that wanted to do that and like enjoyed what I was putting out into the world enough to like subscribe and commit to more. And I remember hitting 100 subscribers and just feeling like, oh my gosh, like this is real. Like I've been making these videos, I've been posting these videos, and now like people are watching these videos too. And so the fact that like that meant so much to me, and then like hitting 1,000 subscribers was a milestone that honestly took me a really long time to hit. I'm like doing the math really quick in my head. I'm pretty sure it took me as long to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers as it took me to go from 1,000 to 10,000 subscribers, which like does not make sense and I don't deserve. But like 1,000 was such a validating milestone at that point too, because like you get monetized on YouTube. I got monetized pretty closely after that, and I felt like, I don't know, these videos have always meant like so much to me because I like know my heart behind making them, and I know that like I just want to share my life and like real life and authentic thoughts and like my experience with people who might benefit from it. Before I made YouTube videos, I would watch so many different people and like learn about their lifestyles, but also just like live through them, I felt like. And also I feel like by watching other people's videos, I could like aspire to be like I don't know how to word it exactly. Like when I was in high school and I was watching people make videos of when they were in college, it like brought me this hope of like, that is what my life could look like, and like one day I'll be doing the things like they're doing. Like there's such community in people making videos and you getting to like witness their life and be a witness to their life. And I remember making this channel whenever I was in my BSW Bachelor of Social Work program, because I was like, I feel like there's like 1 or 2 other social workers who are on social media showing like what it's like. And so I made this channel because I was like, I want to talk about what it's like to be a social work student, because it was like something that just excited me so much and I enjoyed so much, but I also just like didn't see a lot of. And so I knew that there had to be people like me who are like seeking more shared experience with like other social workers. And that's why that's been like a big tenet of my channel this whole time. But then the fact that I just started to really love like making videos and editing videos and like being creative with videos, but also just like making a scrapbook sort of my life, because it's wild to think that now, like since starting my channel back in 2020, like my channel has seen me graduate college. They've seen me move to a new city that, I mean, now I've been here over 3 years, and like you have been here with me. Well, some of you have been here with me for all of the 3 years. The rest of you joined in along the way, but like make this huge move to like a post-grad city, no longer be a long distance relationship. I mean, you have seen me go from being a long distance relationship relationship to moving in with my boyfriend to my boyfriend becoming my fiance, and like now we're wedding planning and everything. Like that's been a transition that's been documented through the channel. When I was talking about school, like I started when I was a senior in my Bachelor of Social Work program. I graduated from my Bachelor of Social Work program. I applied to grad schools. You saw me get into grad school. You saw me go through grad school, go through my field placement. You saw me go to my first post-grad job like right after grad school, work on getting my license. You saw my struggle with my first post-grad job, and then this like transition into being like more of a big girl job and like somewhere that I could actually see myself staying for some years. Like all of that is documented on the internet, and so not only is that just like a fun scrapbook, but the fact that like spending the hours a week that I do randomly like sitting down on my floor and discussing my life and reflecting on my life, then like not only do people spend their precious valuable minutes out of their days watching it, but like also want more of it and like comment, and like we get to talk about things, and like it just, I love seeing like the same people comment on videos, because it's like I come to expect your comment, and like I come to know who you are a little bit too, and like it is just so crazy because I have always like loved this channel so much and poured myself into it. Even like I've poured myself into this channel when, yeah, that was a big flash. The power just went out, but it came back. Fingers crossed it stays. I've poured myself into this channel like when I had no monetary comeback from it, and even whenever there was like 50 people watching a video, and that was a whole lot for a video, which like 50 people, I do not want to downgrade, but just like views wise, like when it was only 50 people, like I was absolutely pouring myself and my time into this channel. And so all of that circles back to say that like 10,000 just feels like such a validating number, where it's like I feel real, and I've been real. Like doing this. I've been real this whole time, and I've loved it this whole time, so it doesn't like change my love for the channel, but it just like if I were to talk to someone about my YouTube channel and they're like, oh, how many subscribers do you have, like this is, it's gonna end. Saying 10,000 is like, oh, I'm like a YouTuber, like capital Y YouTuber. I'm trying to film in here and it keeps flashing.
It's the 5th time, we lost power.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Got the window, it's blowing.
Oh yeah. Our rain record is still going on, but it's like turning into a storm. We're like under severe thunderstorm watch. Honestly, I maybe should plug in my phone while I still have the chance to. Anyways, I don't know if that stream of consciousness like conveyed all of the emotion behind it that I'm hoping that it conveys, but TLDR, I am so appreciative of you, and I try to say it every video, but I feel it every video even if I don't say it, and I hope that you know how appreciative I am of you. I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I live a very real life, and it's fun to just like show a very real life. I mean, obviously everything is not perfect, as my power is like literally going out as we speak, but I hope that like by me sharing my experiences and my thoughts and my growth and my transition through my life, that you feel some community and you feel like I'm a friend to you, or I can like keep you company, or whatever I can do for you. I hope that you feel that. So I love you so, so much. Thank you for 10,000 subscribers, because it would not be 10,000 without you. Zach left me. He left at 3:30 this morning to drive to Ohio for a little lake weekend with his friends. He'll have so much fun, and he will enjoy himself so much, and I'm so excited for him. But I also am alone for now Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm planning on just having like a little girls' night tonight. That's kind of the intention. I did go and work out, and it's 6:48 right now, which I'm feeling really good about because I feel like I still got a lot of time left in the night. I'm gonna make protein. I'm gonna drink a kombucha. Maybe in a little bit I'm going to do like a face mask or something. You would never believe that we used to be long distance from like how much I feel affected by Zach's absence right now. Like even as soon as he left in the morning, I just like felt it. I was like, oh my gosh, Zach is gone. And we used to go, I don't know what our longest time was, but I feel like our longest time was like 4 months or something crazy like that without seeing each other. So I'm so glad to not be in that time of our life anymore. But also I feel like I just like lose my ability whenever he's gone now. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Do I do anything? Remember when he was gone on the cruise and left me alone for 2 weeks? It's okay. We forgive him. Oh, also look at these. He's been getting flowers lately. Look at these ones. This is like literally every flower you could possibly think of, I feel like, is in this. This, I'm pretty sure is that a lily? This lily, beautiful. It was all closed up in the bouquet. I think the bouquet truly was just like one of each. Got the lily, we got different colored roses going on. It's been a few days now. Oh, this is, what is that? Is that a carnation? It looks like a dandelion, but it's not. I love these little purple guys. I don't know what the little purple guys are. Love those. I just love all the colors together. color. This is so beautiful. Whatever this thing is down here is gonna bloom at some point soon. It's like on the tip of my tongue. It's not a mum, but I mean, it kind of looks like a mum. I don't think it's a carnation. Oh, that's gonna kill me. That's gonna kill me. But I have these. I took a little stem of the pink roses like this and put them in a little bud vase on our coffee table. And I have a bouquet of red roses that's in the bedroom. So, doing pretty well. My loose goals or like plans goals for the night after all of the things I told you about, the protein, the kombucha, the maybe a face mask, the like actual productivity goals, is that I'm planning a like deep clean video, I'm planning a reset video, and I also have had like several Amazon packages that have just kind of piled up at the front door that I like got for the apartment, but I just like lost motivation in the moving in and settling in because we're livable now, that I just need to unpack and like put the I mean, it's things, it's like the what's this called, the sticky thing that you could, oh gosh, the suction cup thing that you can suction cup to the side of a kitchen sink and it can hold your sponge in it. It's like a thing like that is in there, and like a roll-upable drying rack that's in there. So it's like various things that will be good but are just like haven't been so crucial that I've really felt the need to like really get them. So that I'm gonna unbox those tonight and then plan, like I said, the deep clean with me, the reset with me. I think I'm gonna do a budget with me coming up soon to show like my budgeting system. I do a lot of like budget, what I spend in a month, income, paycheck type things on TikTok. So if you don't follow me there, that is definitely where that is more consistent, but I do think it'd be fun to bring that to the YouTube with like a how, I'm not perfect at budgeting, but I have gotten kind of an organization system about myself. Some of what's being adjusted as Zach and I start to like truly combine our finances. I feel like we've been in a relationship long enough that we definitely just like, we don't split things exactly 50-50. It's a lot of just like, okay, like I'll pick this up because I know you're gonna pick that up, like type of thing, especially with living expenses. I feel like is where we're most likely to do 50-50 just for like the easy things like rent and stuff like that. But two factors kind of going into this changing. One, the fact that like we're literally getting married, so like literally what's his is mine and what's mine is his. But then also the fact that we haven't started this yet. He's gonna be beginning school in a couple weeks from now, which he'll get a stipend for, which is incredible. It's like grad school, so he'll get a stipend. Incredible. Also means that he's just gonna be making less than he does working full time. And so we're gonna start like adjusting kind of percentages wise, you know, like whatever percentage of the household income I make is also the percentage of like household bills that I'll pay. Sorry, we're really getting into the budget with me now, but it's like things are adjusting like that. It was very difficult to get out of bed this Friday morning. Very difficult to get out of bed. I think all of yesterday just felt like a Friday to me, and so today then should not be a day that I'm going into work. It should be a weekend already. My plans for this weekend I'm really excited for is really just to like entirely get my life back together, do like the little things that need to get done that I've been kind of putting off. I feel like it works out perfect because it's the weekend that Zach's gone, so like what else would I do respectfully? Because I still have, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, that corner where the built-in desk is over there is where like all of our remaining unpacked stuff is where all of our remaining packed up stuff is. So like doing that and then just like deep cleaning kind of for the first time in this apartment, like since we've been living in it, doing an actual like sit down kind of a mid-year reset because it's been a while since I've done a reset, even though we're a bit past the mid-year now. Those are kind of my plans for the weekend, and so I'm looking forward to all of that. I do need to get through the workday first. Thanks for joining on this weekly vlog. I feel like I shouldn't say this because like if someone else were to say this in the video I was watching, I would be like, literally the mundane is like what I'm here for, I guess what I'm watching for. But I do feel like because there's been so many like exciting, moving, wedding, like all of those things coming up, this weekly vlog and the one that came last week, I was like, what even happened in here? We're hanging out. That's what happened. And so it's fun and it's worth it. It is just like weird going back to kind of mundane after having so many weeks of just like change and wildness. All that to say though, I hope you're just as excited as I am for the videos that are upcoming, and I will see you then. Love you.